Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, gentlemen and ladies, and everybody else, whoever you are. If there is also any animals or plants or none of this watching me and enjoying it, be welcome and feel welcome to watch me. I just opened the curtains because why we have them like this, I tell you. Look how squishy they are. Daddy yesterday she washed them all over the house, and then I didn't know, but it's a cool thing. You don't hang them on a like drying rack. You know what I mean? You just hang them back on the curtain rails like this, and you close the window kinda. Wait, and let them dry. Here's my microphone. Is that okay? Yep. Wait. I hope you can hear me. The foggy water here is my water morning ritual. Not cold water, warm water. But now I'm adding last few days a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. And it's amazing. Mellow greetings to you all. And I can hear you saying, mellow greetings to you, Michal. You are the best YouTuber of all time. You are catching up Mr. Beast with your subscriptions. Yes, I do. And it will not take long, and I got him. I will get him. After 4 years of being on YouTube, releasing everyday video, 430. Well, how? Not even 430 subscribers. No complaint. Of course not. I don't do video like which is very attractive, so that's the reason. But they're just the coolest and amazing. No, I'm being ironical, sorry. I'm making fun. Today, guys, it's the day where you know what I like, that I have the microphone. I mean, you have to volume up, yeah. But I like about the microphone that I do not have to speak so loud, yeah. Because by the way, and there is not so much of the echo thing, but you can still hear this aquarium filter, like the machine. So this is what you can hear on the background. By the way, another fish died, I heard. I don't know, like this girl, she does like so much with this aquarium and they just keep dying. I was like, just let's get rid of it, really, like, and I don't know. It's just you continuously going and buying new fishes. You have like, she has so many kinds of liquids, what she pouring in, measuring pH. The only thing what I think it can be is that the temperature of the water can change actually, because as I told you before, we warm up the house with a wood stove, yeah, nothing else, and there is no person who would do it for us overnight while we sleep, so the temperature is up and down. So this only can be it, doesn't matter. So what I try to say, I like the microphone because I don't have to yell. I remember I was speaking like this. Hello, so how are you doing today? It was like this, yeah. And still it was this I like that mic. Today I have my, I tell you in a Deutsch, I just was like, maybe you will know in German. It's Reifenday, Reifentag. It's like a tire day. So I'm going to have changed my tires already. Yes. So my coworker will not do it for me for whatever reason. So busy, I don't know. It's just probably so busy. Yeah, it's so busy. Why I'm saying probably, when I was told probably it's like that. So I found like a tire shop, like not tire shop, but like a mechanic, like a car mechanic, car deal, I don't know, like a local place, which I'm living here. How long am I living here? Like 2 years. And I was passing that by. I didn't know that there is like a mechanic place, like where you can go and drop your car. I didn't know that. So I was yesterday there before I went to work and asked that mechanic how is, if it's possible. And he said like, yeah, drop the tires and the wheels, because I have new rims too with the winter tires. Drop them there, and the next day, whatever, you don't have to wait. I just do it, and then we just put it on a car, and we take the summer. This is alu. I have aluminum rims for summer. We just take them down, and you bring another summer tires, and we put them back in, and then you just pick them up anytime, any other time. But this is not so rushy, because I need them in half a year, the summer ones. But still, he will do it. Yeah, this week, all of it. I have 8 tires for winter, for summer, and for rims, like the steel rims, basic for winter. Yeah. So this is gonna happen today, but then I will drop there the tires now after I sit down, because he said morning, early morning. Look how foggy it is outside. Crazy. Amazing, huh? And I just drop them there, then I drive back, because me and my daughter, we go to kindergarten. Yeah, I always wanted to play with Lego and dolls with my daughter in the kindergarten. And when I say I go kindergarten with my daughter, some people say like, yeah, but that's not a program. You just drop her there, and what do you do? And I'm like, no, I don't drop her there. We is only the family or couple so far, I can see it here, who does it a little bit differently than other people. So our daughter doesn't have to go kindergarten, but hopefully she doesn't know that, but we wish her to go. You know, we are farmers living alone there, and we want her to meet other kids and hang out. So hopefully she doesn't know that we have that wish, because we're trying to be neutral, and if she likes, she likes. So, and the relationship with us as a parents and our daughter, it's not like that we go there and we just drop her there, or first 2 weeks. I don't know how it's done normally, but as I can see when I'm there waiting for my daughter in the dressing room, sometimes gotta go in. I don't see any parents, and there was none. Yeah, maybe the first week, whatever. So the kids are being dropped there, and they're just there. Our daughter don't want us to go home, and we respect that. We respect her decision. We also don't make her. I know some of you might say, hey, you're making her like spoiled, fluffy. She will not overcome anything alone and all that stuff. No, we don't make her that, and that's not true. Yeah, to being sensitive to your child, it's not that you making some fearful being, another being, like who will not go through any obstacles in its life. Yeah, like that's not true. Yeah, respecting and listening and feeling and supporting the other being and the others being feelings, it's the most beautiful thing what we can do. And we decided to do that. So it's, you have to distinguish something like, I don't want to go kindergarten anymore, for example, and you are like, okay, let's not go. Nah, it's not that, but it's also not convincing. Then you're making something like, whatever is in your way, you kind of, no, you gotta discuss it, you gotta ask, you gotta figure it out the gentlest way, and maybe you just give it a break 1-2 days. I remember we started September, and there was a days where she just didn't feel like to go, and we didn't go. Also, the teacher told us, like, if she doesn't want to go, just don't come, because when it's so pushy, it might not be it. So our daughter is just beautiful, amazing, yeah. But you gotta distinguish those things, like when there is like no really reason, like not really reason, but it's like at the beginning, like for her it was hard to share when she started playing with toys, and then she put them on the ground. Another kid came and just took the toy and play with it. So this was, but that she learns, yeah. And then the other day, I don't want to go there, and it's like, yeah, okay. But then we went there again, and I think I go there very rarely because I'm at work. But today is my day off, tomorrow too. So we go there. And these kindergartens, by the way, they run also over weekends. That's crazy. Yeah. But not always she's there. But that's interesting. Sorry, I was just counting something. So we do it that way. So actually, when and it also happened that she was there with her grandma, and grandma said, I go shopping, and she went home, and the teacher called her. She wants to go home, so just pick her up, yeah. But I'm not sure if she liked that, yeah. Every person is different with the child. That's what it is. Like, she's different also with us, and every person, like, is different with the kid, yeah? And the kid know it in certain time when it's older, getting 3, 4, 5, already know. So what is actually gonna happen? It's like you go kindergarten, you say hello to everyone. And last time I was there at the beginning. We've been all there. And then I was there only once. Since September, I was there only once. And she wanted me to go in and play there. So we've been inside and we've been playing. But I've been not really playing. I was like, there's so nice kids around. Like, they were just coming over, and I was like, hey, look, they wanna do this. And so they, like, slowly, then I kind of back up, yeah, and I sit on the side. And then the teacher was active, so I was like asking my daughter what she wants to do, if she wants to do this, and if she want to join to that. And suddenly she want to join, and I remember I got up. I got up, and I was like, hey, I told my daughter, I said, I go to toilet. And she was like, okay. And then I walk, and she turned at me, and she yelled at me, like, on the whole room full of kids and teachers, like, but this toilet is just for kids. I was like, okay. I found another one. And then I went, actually not toilet, I was lying. I was lying because I wanted to let her be there, yeah, alone, and like, and I went to see dressing room. Then I sat there for 5 minutes, maybe 10, and I had like a bad conscience. I was like, I should be honest with her. I should tell her, I go sit here. She might still like subconsciously waiting there for me, that I will come. So then I get up and I went there and I said, hey, choose, I'm here. I go and I wait in the dressing room and I gonna call my mom, your granny, I said. And she was like, okay. And this was it. I was clear, it was beautiful. And then I sat there, I don't know, an hour and a half, depends. I mean, I was there once and I was there 1.5 hours. Daddy said she was there sometimes until like from 8 to 11. I cannot imagine that. So, yes, not what I really like what to do there in the dressing room, just sitting on my phone, not really being productive. But on my day off, I don't have much stuff to do, and it's once a while, and this is what I think is right to do for the child, like that. The bringing the, how you call it, softness, gentleness, being conscious, being like really mindful. Hey, I'm not really a meditative guy, like sitting around, yeah, like, you know, like alternative living and just eating apples from our trees and not breathing too much air because I'm releasing CO when I breathe out, yeah. So when I exhale, so it's I'm not that type of guy, but it's like I just feel her so much, and every parents, well, I believe every parent that like doesn't want to, hey, these flies, to let their child like to being hurt, like, you know, to that their child would get hurt. There is no parent, I believe so. Although sometimes I see some videos and how to make like, this is like how to make like a tough child, or like this is just so bad. I don't like that. So I have different opinion. That's my opinion. Disclaimer. This is about my opinion to how to being with child, kid, being sensitive, feeling, listening. It's not that it's just little small something walking around and doesn't know nothing about the life. She might not know how we call this, how we call that, how we call this. She might not know many other stuff, but it is like, it's so different in the other way around, like the life in it, in that little being. It's so, I don't know, I call it wise, because smart for me it's like a clever. Smart for me it's like a gathered knowledge. Yeah, so, well, it's early morning and this talk, I'm giving you this speech, huh? It's like, we call this one paper, this one is scissors, and I remember that this is scissors. So somehow, long story short, I'm smart. So what I try to say, that's how I taking it, smart and wise. Wise you are when you can foresee things a little bit, like you can, it's not imagine, I don't know how to explain it, but wise, it's like leaders. I'm not saying they are, but like leaders should be wise to see certain point. When I do something, this will, it will happen to this, you know, if I do that, the what's the word? If I do one movement, what's gonna happen in the future depends on that first movement, and this is, this is like wise. Yeah, if I will have a better example, I will tell you. But smart for me is like a gathered knowledge. So if I'm in school, I was at school, I wasn't very smart, but it's also not to say, yeah, it's actually clear smart, because to say you are not smart or I am not smart, because I was not, yeah. But on the other hand, when I think about it, it's like I was not alone. It's like variety of kids who has just super marks and like just average marks and then like very bad mark at school, like me, because I just didn't like it. Yeah. In me, there was not. I didn't have there the what do you call it? Like I didn't have there the push, like that need or interest. Maybe interest is the right word. There was no interest to listen really the teacher when she or he speak about like history, chemistry, physics. I just no, I don't remember. I just wanted to maybe be outside and running around and playing and whatever. And I just did partly the focus. That's why my marks was on where there was like bad. And I was passing every class with like this. So I put there eventually the focus because there was pressure. There was pressure from the teachers. There was pressure from the parents. And so I just passed through here, and I believe there's many kids, like many people like that. So would you say I'm not smart? Yeah, but smart and stupid, it's like, it's so difficult to say it when you think about it, because of what I just said. It's like, I was stupid, basically, you could say. But is it so easy to put things like this? Yeah, it's that easy, maybe you would say. But it's not, yeah. Because if you observing your life for some time, and you don't have to be super weirdo, but you just do that, you know that there is a things what you would like not to have, whatever it is, whatever habit, whatever you're practicing, and you know it's hard to get rid of it. But eventually you can do that by training in a certain way, but you might know it now and not as a kid. So you know how hard it is because of the genes we have, or whatever we have, or we are also sick certain way. You know what I mean? Like we have our parents, and they have something, and whatever it's mentally or physically, it doesn't matter. And I'm not blaming my parents. I'm not blaming anyone. I'm just saying things are as they are. Yeah. And I also don't want to sound like a lazy guy who just doesn't want to change things because, oh, they are like this, so leave it. No, it's not that. It's not that. It's, some things can be changed like this. Some things take longer, and some things take much longer if I really working on them. So that's what I try to say. But maybe yes, I could say I was stupid. Simple say. But it's not my fault to being stupid. It's just I was born like a stupid, and I grew up from like more stupidity to less stupidity and being a little bit smart. It can be, yeah. We can actually label it that way if we don't take it personally. You know what I mean? And so smart is like gather knowledge. It's like we had like super students like in a room, like in a class, like you ask them and they just repeat all of it. What the teacher said like a week ago. And that's what I'm saying. That's the smart. And I don't want to downplay it. That's something like nothing valuable. In our world, it's super valuable. So I think that it's super valuable. But the kids, coming back to my daughter, they have something else. So they are not smart, maybe, because they don't gather it yet. But in certain age, 2, 3, 4, later, we call them, "Auntie, you are so smart that you said this or that." Like, the other day she was like, "Hey, I want ice cream," and I took ice cream from the fridge, a freezer, and it's like a box, a little box. You know those Ben Jerry's? So I took one Ben Jerry, and I give her a tablespoon. I said, "Hey, you gotta wait." There was just little. "You gotta wait until it gets soft." And she was like, "Yeah." And there was a sun shining through that window on the floor, just like this, but it was just on the floor, like a line of sun, and everywhere else was shadow. And she took the ice cream and she said, "Hey, I have an idea. I put it here on the floor. There is sun. It's going to be faster." And I was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "What? Where did she get that? Like, this is super smart." I mean, I also thought about it, but like put it on the sun, but I didn't say a word. And then I was like, wow, I never heard her to like being that way. And this is smart. Or wise. By the way, I have anyway, like my preposition or my brain and the way I am, it's anyway interesting, and I still trying to really figure it out how I work. This one. Because I work as a cook, you know that, and I remember all over the years, whenever I changed a restaurant, I came there as a new, and I learned their menu, and I was cooking whatever it was, mostly Italian restaurant, let's say, and you are actually learning how to assemble a certain meal, carbonara, pomodoro, pizzas, and I always, guys, became very good at that. I could do it very fast, very nice. I have a probably good taste, so I could make the food good. And because of the focus, I could be precise. I could not really talk when the restaurant was very busy, so my face was like neutral and very focused when I had so many just, printed tickets, and I was just like, I went like a full gas. But when the waiter or somebody came that messed up the order or whatever, it could break me, and it could happen that I would not get back on the track. But this was very rarely I could get it, and what I try to say here is not that, it's just that I was very good. And even if I was working in different restaurants, then I learned recipes, good foods. And then I left and I went somewhere else. What I try to say, I still try to figure out how this body, how the brain works, because I do really forgetting stuff. Yeah. I do really forgetting. It's like it's after sometimes so many things fade away, and I'm learning again. I don't know if you have it too. Let me know. But this is really interesting. Like, I'm sorry. Gotta drink. It's like, I remember I was doing like a buns when we've been living in different town here a few years ago. I've been doing it, guys, for every 3 days. I just bake bakery. I was just baking bakery at home. Whatever, I think it was the COVID times, whatever. And I was just, hey, I will always buy like a good organic flour, and I always bake it ourselves. And I knew the recipe. I knew that. I knew exactly how much milk, water, this, salt, mix it, let it raise, make buns. I knew it, 100%. And I was doing it regularly, like twice, 3 times a week. And for so long, I don't know, let's say half a year, you're doing it 3 times a week, yeah? And if you would ask me, and it's like 3 years ago, and if you would ask me the recipe, I have no idea. I have no idea how much of what, how long I did bake it. Why I'm saying it, like I was at work now, and I was talking to a guy who also purchased some tires, my co-worker, and we've been talking. He's from Slovakia. By the way, I have one guy there, he's from Slovakia, so Slovakia and Czechia has the same almost language. It's like Canadian and Americans Germans and Austrians, or yeah, it's just very similar. So we talked, and he talked about price, and he purchased his tires months ago. I purchased my tires not even 1 month ago, three weeks ago maybe. And I was not able to tell him how much it exactly costed. Like, oh yeah, it was like this, but I'm not really exactly sure. Like, it's like plus minus, like I could say like $5. And or holiday. Holiday was like in June, and I do not know exactly how much cost the hotel. You know, like for example, how much cost that. So I don't feel like I'm getting like some, what do you call it, when the old people they have it, no, like that kind of oldness. But it's just that when I do something, I'm good at it because I'm really learning, and I try to repeat it perfectly as the boss who I work with or whoever wants me to do that. I really do it identically almost, kinda. But if I don't do it long time, I'm done. So, but I think everybody has like a forgetting thing. It's just that this is my specialty. I'm very special about this. Yeah. Let me know down below in the comment section, guys. Are you also forgetting? Like, and I don't think I was 10 years ago different when I was 20. No, it's just. But I can feel more things. So it's like I can meet a person. Wait, I show myself. I can meet a person, and that person hurt me, let's say, and it might happen 1 year ago, 2 years ago, and I do not remember what exactly it was, but I remember the feeling and that the person wasn't nice. Like this I can remember very clearly. Or other ways around too, that the people, I don't know what they did for me, something amazing, like they helped me a lot. But exactly I don't know what was there, but I know that like they're amazing. So let me know down below in the comment section, guys. How do you feel about all those things? Smartness, dumminess, wiseness, you know? Have a sweet day. See you tomorrow.